Hey there and welcome back to the channel. First of all, I want to thank all of you for helping us blast past 100,000 subscribers. As of the filming of this video, we're at 112,000 and change, and I don't even know what it's going to be when this finally goes up. So, thank you all for your support. Secondly, those who have enjoyed the Veldt interview that I've done recently probably noticed that in the credits I thanked Midge Ure. Why would I thank Midge Ure for a Veldt interview? Well, first of all, I met the Veldt through my friend Vox and the Chameleons. He and I have been friends for about 20 years, and I always get to meet nice, new, interesting people during their tours. So, of course, thanks to Vox and the Chameleons for that. Of course, thanks to Danny and Daniel, who I now consider friends, for doing the interview. But I did thank Midge at the end, and the reason I thanked Midge at the end is because, particularly one time that we had gotten together, it was after he and Charlie Roundturner finished playing a set from their Band in a Box tour at my father's place at the Roslyn Hotel in New York. And after the show, Charlie and I were talking about technical stuff. You know, it was just the two of them, and it sounded great with backing tracks and stuff. So he was using a laptop, and I started investigating things as a result of that conversation, and now I'm also incorporating backing tracks into my performances. When I perform live, sometimes I drape a Midge Ure shirt over the equipment as a little tribute. Aside from that, when I was speaking to Midge, it was at a point in my life where I was going through some changes and had some moves to make. And I said, you know, I was talking to Midge about it, private conversation, details are not important. But I said, hey, I got this book that you just put out called In a Picture Frame, which of course is the famous lyric from his song, Vienna. That's this book right here. And I said, would you mind writing a personal message to me on the inside cover? Not just signing your name so it can go up on eBay or something. I'm not into that. So he said, sure. And, you know, based on our conversation, he opened the book, he wrote something down. I took a look inside. It said, every step you take is a step closer to you. Walk on. And I found that to be a really powerful message. I mean, I do talks. I have my natural health practice. I'm saying things like that all the time. But to have someone with that level of experience, who's had such a great career, who I admire as a human being in general, write that, it kind of solidifies the point, doesn't it? So when it came time to make certain big moves in my life, I would constantly go back to that book and look at it and go, you know what? He's spot on. So about a week before I went to do the Veldt interview, I took a scan of it, and I had to put on a shirt I had made with custom ink. That's this shirt right here. Now, you could barely see it. It's more for me than it is for anybody else. You know, just a personal feel. But it says, every step you take is a step closer to you. So, walk on. And with each new milestone, I can revisit it by wearing this shirt as I'm participating in whatever life event is going on. So now, I am thanking you, the audience, for blasting us past over 100,000 subscribers, and I'm wearing the shirt. Every step you take is a step closer to you. By the way, I'm filming this in a heat wave, and I don't use air conditioning, so I'm hoping that we're going to finish this by the time the sweat beads through the shirt. But if we don't, hey, this is the channel. We've got this relationship. We understand each other. If you subscribe, you know what it is. Anyway, thank you to Midge Ure for those words of encouragement, and here's the shirt. I wore it during the Veldt interview. I'm wearing it now to thank you guys. And by the way, while we're at it, he just released this album. It's called A Man of Two Worlds. 1 disc of instrumentals, 1 disc of songs with lyrics, and I highly recommend that you pick it up. Just to let you know, I'm not being paid for any of it. Midge doesn't even know I'm making the video. I just appreciate the man's friendship, I admire him, and I think he does great work. So I'm sharing that with you because I think it'll be a benefit to this audience to familiarize themselves with his catalog, if you don't already know it. Anyway, so thanks to all involved. We will be putting up some more videos here very shortly. It's always a race against time with me. I'm always chasing after time. But look what we've done regardless of that. Remember, subscriptions count, and we're building this thing together. So if you got value out of this, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.